Okay, so previously, if you guys will remember correctly, Killian kicked a lot of ass last week despite the peanut gallery having very little faith. So there was a guy called Bravik, and me and him got into a bit of a duel. He thought he could take me.
Just because he sucked doesn't mean you were great.
That's true.
I broke his nose twice. He deserved it though. But I honestly think we should have just killed him and taken his magical sword. And for some reason, Barador had a weird thing going with his horse. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not gonna ask. I respect Barador's sexual preferences, whatever. That's all good. No judgment. And yeah, pretty much we let him go eventually. And he gave us this place that we got to go to. I see it's very fishy. My lawful alignment makes me think we probably shouldn't, but you never know what could happen. So yeah, after that, we'll just kind of see where we go now.
Right, hello and welcome to episode 2, part 3 of Bacon Battalion. We are a full team as we like it. So, you have watched the reminder video. You are on the key side of Fort Brast, and the captain of Doomblood's Fist, a gentleman by the name of Maddock Doomblood, is eagerly waiting for your departure. But there may be some equipment required. You do have that pouch you purloined, and you have that pouch that you got way back when.
Yes, how much gold pieces did we get in it?
Okay.
I think there was a mention of platinum, possibly?
Correct. So, in the pouch that you gathered, there was 5 platinum. In the pouch that you stole, it was 13 gold, 9 silver, and 15 copper.
What a joke.
So, we will sail whenever you are ready, yeah?
Sounds good.
Just remember, I will be departing the moment you are on the island, sailing out into the sea and then coming back a little bit later.
So what you're saying is I need more than just my whip and daggers. And then I look gently at Kalasa like, don't shout at me, master, but I need things.
She only has a whip and dagger, and you are going on to the island of Felldeep?
Yes.
We have to go get some equipment, guys.
Very good. Your humble captain, will wait here until you return.
Okay. We go, and then I walk away, and I come back and I say, I not know where shop is. I not know. Kalasa.
What? What's wrong, kitty?
I need things. Kitty things.
Do you really just have like your whip and blades?
And I got clothing.
Oh, okay.
So there's that.
Just that.
And the silver dagger I found.
Right.
Killian?
Yes.
I mean, I've had money before, but what do you do with this?
You buy healing
I show you,
potions.
like, inside of the pouch. And it's
I would
like 5
advise that-
platinum pieces in there.
I would advise you probably let me hold on to it if you don't know how to use it.
Look,
Just a suggestion.
I understand it's quite valuable, so I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
I'm just not really sure.
He's like, we
Like,
know
I've
what's going to
never-
happen to you.
I've never really had to kit myself out for, like, adventuring before. You've
Well,
done that before, right?
I've read in books that it's probably good to have healing potions.
Okay.
And like anti-venom and stuff, because things are
Wait,
poisonous when
he
you go places.
But that might be
Didn't-
useful.
To exotic locales.
I mean, we've still got a couple of healing potions, which
Yes.
I'll also hold on to.
We can never
Thank
have
you.
Was
too
there
many.
only 5? There was,
There was
like only 5.
There was only 5 left.
So let's count how many we need. Okay, good. 1 for Barador, 1 for Kalasa, not because I'm pretty great and I stand behind Kalasa. So that's 2 gone, and then for Killian we need like 5.
Exactly.
Probably.
Exactly my point.
So we don't have enough.
That's true. We probably don't have enough.
And
We should probably go get some more. of
Yeah,
these?
I'd suggest that. I'm still wounded from like a little while back, actually. From
Well,
the sword fights. I'm still freaking.
Right.
I still got hurt.
Wait, sword whipped you.
I kicked his ass. Just FYI. Go back and check the video. I kicked his ass.
yeah, that's why there's that. That's why there's that purple shade spreading over your cheek, right? Because you kicked his ass.
Yes, I did kick his ass.
And then his face
I broke his
begins to
nose
bleed.
again.
Yeah.
I show my 2 gold pieces, and I'm like, what do I get for this?
Maybe a rope again.
I don't have rope, so that's
There you
good.
go. Kapow!
Alright, so are you going to head to a general trader or?
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
At the moment, most of the stores are packed with people desperately trying to buy nails, buckets, bits of wood to start the repairs, and the traders are smiling in every direction. You find a trader on the quayside who kind of handles the merchants that are sailing in. So they might not necessarily have things like farming implements, but unless you're after something specific, they should have what you're looking for. The particular in the store that you come across has a rather bad sign. It looks like a whale with some spears sticking in it. The store is called Shafted Ink.
Let's go see what they got.
You walk inside.
Behind Gillian.
There's fishing nets, and it looks like a longboat that's hanging on the one side. There's flotation devices, basically tree trunks, that are hanging from another side. There's lots of fish hooks, there's harpoons, there's spears, all kind of manner of fishing-based things. And then there are a couple of shelves where there's backpacks and there's little wooden boxes that are labeled food on them. Standing behind the counter is a very harassed looking man. He looks more like a walrus than a human because he has this massive moustache, which from even here you can smell is giving off the aroma of old sardines. You're fairly certain you see some moving in amongst the bristles of this particularly massive moustache. And he's helping a couple of people. Now, just you wait your turn. I'll sort you out. Don't you fret. I've got it. You get that. You get that. Oh, hello, gentlemen and lady and pussy. Welcome to the inn. The fucking store. It's on the inn. I used to own an inn once, and then I took a harpoon to the face. I got better. What do you want?
That's why you wear beard, to hide harpoon face.
Sure. So, what do you want? What do you landlubbers look like?
You want me to deal with this? I best at bargaining.
Okay.
I wager you've never faced an hurricane out at sea.
No.
And I'll wager you've never used your fist to hold your mast in place so that your crew don't drown.
No.
Well, neither of mine, so we're on the same footing. What can I get you?
Okay, so can I use perform oratory to try and fumble this man to give us stuff for cheap? Because I assume he's selling things expensive because everyone needs it.
You need to make an appraise.
First off, what are we going to get from this guy? Clearly it's just a fishing...
Healing potions.
No, he's got a fishing stuff. I don't think he's got fishing potions.
I'm pretty sure healing potions are necessary for fishermen.
Okay. Try it. Let's see. Maybe he's got a stash.
Do you have healing potions?
If by healing potions you mean elixirs that will restore your health after being out at sea on a storm, aye.
See?
Ocean.
It's known as the Kiss of Triton.
Okay, can I look at that?
Sure.
Those, and we also want to look at food, and we also want to look. I can buy a rope. I want your best rope.
I've got lots of different types of rope.
I
You want a
will-
rope for tying a ship onto the quay during a storm? Or do you want a rope to lash yourself to the mast whilst the ship's going down?
I want rope to tie me to Colassa so she don't leave me behind and I don't get stuck and dead somewhere.
Oh, I got that rope.
That's the rope I want.
He pulls out this big crate that's covered in barnacles and there's bits of old dried seaweed in it, and it kind of rattles of heavy glass bottles that are just a little bit too small for the casing they're in. Let's see, we said Kiss of the Trident, right? He pulls out a vial, which the contents are solid. Nope, not that one. Pulls out another vial. This one is shaped. The glass blower probably had hiccups when they were making it, because there's like 3 bulges.
Just means extra inside.
Here we are! Kiss of the Trident. This will restore you in times of trouble.
I'm going to look at it.
It won't save you from drowning. And once you're drowned, it won't save you either.
I rolled a 19 on an appraise check. What a waste.
Well,
25.
the interesting thing is this bottle is of a very different manufacture. This comes not from anywhere near here. The particular glass technique that was used, you could probably use this bottle as a belaying pin and inflict grievous bodily harm on people, and the bottle won't break. That kind of manufacture, it is either Dwarvish or Graythan.
Okay.
The elixir inside, well, that you don't know. But it kind of looks like seawater.
Okay.
I whispered to Colassa, this bottle's very cool bottle, but not sure what's inside. So we save this one for when Killian dies, and then we pour, and if he doesn't come back, it's not a big waste. He comes back, yay!
She's whispering, so I don't hear it anyway. I leave an note to the guy. I'm like, something else I want to ask you. Do you have like a potion to allow you to breathe underwater? Possibly, perhaps.
Kiss of the Mermaid. Aye, I got that.
Ooh, how much is that?
I'll tell you now. He pulls out another bottle. Inside this bottle, there's something moving and sort of trying to claw its way out. Up here it is, Kiss of the Mermaid.
Okay.
It will last for about 4 hours. After that, you drown just like anyone else.
The last 1 hour, 1 hour.
4
hours.
4 hour, aye.
Sweet.
Probably.
How much is it though?
15 gold.
Oh, done. Sold.
Oh, great. Good.
I think he wants.
Anything else you kind, wonderful, very, very, very noble folk would purchase? I got Kiss of the Poppus, too.
Killian is very impulsive. In case you hadn't realized.
No?
Really
What is
dumb.
Kiss of the Porpoise. It allows you to swim through the oceans like a porpoise. The only problem is you need to drink the Kiss of the Mermaid first, otherwise you drown, not like a porpoise.
I've never heard of these potions.
I'm gonna be in the box of rope, being like, rope.
If she breaks them, you buy them.
Don't break any of the rope.
The rope is 3 gold per 50 foot. Finest rope
And
you'll
then you
find
see
this
me like
side of the store.
disentangle myself, and I'm like, I will give. What do I roll to try and convince you? I'm going
Diplomacy.
Diplomacy. I will diplomacy the man with the 4 on the dice, so 14. I will yes. I will give you 2 gold.
Done and done. And I won't take a penny more. Anything else?
And then
It strikes me as maybe you're going to sea.
Quite astute.
I pride myself on being a toot.
Have you got
Is
enough?
there
Sorry, I did not notice you there. Who are you with, sir?
there?
Oh,
Is there more stuff we need?
a boat is always handy when you're going to sea.
We have one.
Oh, then you probably need a crew. Have you got a crew?
Got it. A captain?
Then he's probably got a crew. If he doesn't have a crew, then he's not a captain.
Okay.
Food?
Oh,
Didn't he say there's
Good
food?
for when we get there.
We need food when we get to our destination.
where be you going? Maybe you can buy food there.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some fishing stuff we can fish.
Oh, fishing rods. What you be looking to catch? The great white whale.
No.
A shark.
No.
The great squid of the deep.
Nothing exotic, just something to eat. Tuna?
What's you want to catch tuna?
Fish. I'm no fisherman.
All right, there you go. Finest section of poles this side of the store. There's that one, and there's the red one. Guaranteed to catch your fish. Then you need a hook, depending on how big a fish you want to catch.
Can we just get a set? You have like a set?
Yes,
Like the
I
hook,
do. It'll be
the
8
line.
gold for a fishing pole. 8 gold for a
Eight?
fishing pole, some hooks, and some bait. I bet you didn't reckon on bait now, did
Can
you?
you bargain this guy down? 8 gold for like fishing.
Is that normal pricing? Maybe because he is such a good customer and he
did
bought
buy
that
fishing.
mermaid porpoise with 17. Is that best offer?
I'll give you 4. That's 2 gold each. You won't get a better deal this side of the store.
Yes, I think he's saying he will get 4 poles
For 2
for the
gold.
same price of 1 pole that Killian would have bought.
There's 4 of you. Better to fish as a group than to fish individually.
I like this plan.
Okay.
Pay the man, Killian.
Why must I pay the man? I had the idea, someone else should like walk over some money. Who else has bought anything yet? Nothing.
And then you just see me holding my rope like, this is the best thing I've ever earned. And I'm like wrapping it around myself like in a beautiful way.
So it's
No,
2 gold each, right?
You're like, I'll never
Is
let
that
you go.
okay for my kitty and myself? They give you 4
Thank you,
gold.
Kalasa.
I will give
Much
you.
appreciated.
I think we all just chip in 1 gold for the set of rods and all that jazz. Yes.
You can't count. It's not 4, it's 8. That's 2 gold. Like Kalasa said. Just listen to Kalasa.
Okay, 2 gold then.
Finances be hard.
I wasn't good at the math.
Do you have knives that are good for throwing
Oh, yes.
and hiding about one's person?
I got knives that are good for throwing. I got knives that are good for hiding about one's person. But I don't have a knife that's good for throwing and hiding about the person.
That's okay.
They're over there in that box. Mind yourself, they're sharp.
Okay.
And avoid the one that's shaped like a fish.
Why?
Because it's shaped like a fish.
I'm not sure I understand, but
Ever heard the expression, it's better than being slapped in the face with a wet fish?
that's cool. Maybe.
That be the blade you don't want to be slapped in the face with. For 'tis a wet fish.
Oh,
Aye.
I see.
Many wonders will you find out in the oceans if you survive the great storms and the drowning.
Do you have any throwing axes?
Throwing axes. As a matter of fact, I have one.
That is perfect. How much is it?
5 gold crowns.
Wait, 17, is it? 5 gold crowns?
She's a very tough negotiator, this one. I'll give her that. All right, 3.
What's my negotiation skills?
Is it? Is it really?
All right, 3 gold and it's yours.
Take it.
Excellent.
It's-
I would like to. Actually, this is not really in character. This is just something I'm doing. So I'm going to walk over to the box and just pick out just like 3 daggers that look like they're relatively well balanced and be decent.
Make a reflex saving throw.
24.
This large mackerel leaps out of the box and flicks itself in front of you and then lands back in the box.
He was not joking.
That is bad.
I tried to draw a dagger and stab it.
You draw a dagger, you look into the box, and there are several different blades kind of laid out. Some are rusting, some are a bit more solid. But in amongst them is this it's almost like a machete. But the handle looks like the head of a fish. And then where its fins open up, its pectoral fins, those form the guard. And then the bulk of the blade is almost a thin tail, if you like, but that looks like a blade.
I reach in and grab the handle.
Make a will posing throw.
Oh, your favorite.
15.
You don't let go, but the reason why you were worried is because as you grab it, you think it moves slightly underhand and it's cold and clammy. But when you pull it out, it's a fairly light fish-themed dagger.
Interesting. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sort of try and just motion at the guy with this dagger in my hand and sort of point at him.
Doesn't see you.
Do it. You know you wanna.
Okay.
You know you wanna.
Then I'm gonna just.
Killian's also good. He would not allow.
I'm gonna pick out 2 other daggers to slip into the now empty sheaths on my belt. I think I had 5 at some point. I'm fairly sure I've thrown a couple away. And then I'm gonna head back to the counter and sort of put the fish dagger down, and then hold on to it still on the counter, sort of in my hand, and then put the other 2 daggers down on the table as well.
I see you found the wet fish, and you know how to handle it. It's a blade for you.
How much is it?
20 gold.
You know, looking at that blade.
I really must put a sign up, no
17.
pets allowed.
17. It's just 7 something, yeah.
Today.
It seems
If
like...
you take the other 2 blades, 25 in total.
I mean...
Okay.
Deal, good.
Deal. Do you have a sheath or something that fits this?
I do.
Which should
But
be
you're not
from
gonna
in
like
it.
He reaches in underneath the counter.
Yeah.
He comes back out. And he hands you a news sheet. Wrap it in this!
Okay. I hand over the
Pleasure
20.
doing business with most of you.
So we have food, we have healing potion, we have swimming potion, we have rods, and best buy of all, this rope. I don't know.
Last thing before we leave. Do you have arrows, like flaming arrows, with like little?
We find generally flaming arrows don't work so well when hunting fish.
No, but they do.
It's difficult to get them to light.
They do help to take out pirate ships.
Oh!
That's why I asked.
No,
But
no.
if you don't.
Come with me, lad. Come with me.
Okay.
He flips open the counter. He leads you to the back of the shop where you can see there's this curtain. And obviously the curtain itself is not a curtain. It's an old sail from a ship which he kind of pulls aside. You get an aroma of sardine and sulfur kind of wafting around this room inside.
That guy's gonna smell us coming.
And in the middle of the room, full of trinkets and bits of flotsam and jetsam that he's obviously collected over the years, is this large mound that stands about 4 foot, maybe 5 foot high, about 5 foot wide, and it's covered in a tarpaulin. You mean this? And he pulls the canvas aside, and there's this giant silver and bronze and wood ballista with a massive 4.5 foot arrow in it, ready to fire.
That's awesome. How much is this?
480 gold.
Okay, pleasure doing business with you. Thanks.
You sure?
Maybe next time.
So be it.
Okay.
I hope you return. And remember, whatever you find out in the ocean, you can bring here and sell to me for a fair price, provided you survive the storms, and the drowning, and the merfolk.
Thanks.
I don't know about you all, but I'm not looking forward to our trip.
Nonsense! Life at sea is wonderful.
No,
Except for the drowning, and the storms, and the merfolk.
just think, when you come back to sea, you're gonna be like that.
Arr!
Please don't be like that.
You head back to Doomblood's Fist.
Mm-hmm.
The captain is sitting on the dockside. He's carving something on a piece of wood, but you can see that every now and again he kind of nicks himself, and he kind of licks it, and then he tries again, and then he nicks himself there, and then he sees you lot, and this gangly form kind of unwraps itself because you realize almost knotted around himself with his legs. It's like weird because he's pretty gangly. Ah, you are back. This is so happy. Now we go sailing. Yes, you have bought your supplies. You are ready to take on the world.
Yes. I have whips, daggers, and rope. Prepared.
Very good, very good. I'm not one to judge as to what you wish to take when you're going to Felldeep, but good. We go now, yeah? Yes?
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
I go on board the ship.
All right. Well, you walk on the gangplank onto this...
This guy's name's Maddock, eh?
yes, Maddock Doomblood. Onto the barge ship thing. The deck is quite solid underfoot. There's not too much roll here at the moment because you are lashed to the quay. He goes scampering forward and blows on a shell whistle, and this low kind of tone comes out, and stumbling out onto deck are 4... Everyone may make a knowledge nature check.
Natural 20?
Oh, nice. And 10.
6. Where's the... I get...
If you don't have it, it won't be
13.
on that sheet, but it's
Okay.
okay.
It's 16.
After looking at them for a while, you realize that they're probably all humans. Probably. You pick up, however, that these are actually all elves. But 3 out of the 4, their ears are so heavily pierced with bits of brass and other adornment that the tips long ago kind of either fell off or just dissolved into the metal. There's only one who still has his tips left, and they kind of look a little bit broken and beaten up. They're covered in an array of one of them is wearing sort of leather, but he's got a head thing on. The others are in very dirty kind of shirts, dirty pants, no shoes, very unkempt, very unclean. Sort of sailor-like people. They all kind of have bits of grizzled beard, and their hair is really unkempt and stuff. This is my crew. I won't introduce you to them. There's no point. So, crew, set sail. We are leaving. So, my great patrons, before I show you to your luxurious cabin, I have but one question. Mostly it's one question. Do we sail straight across Talentari Bay, or do we hug the coast and go around?
What's the time difference?
Hugging coast, going around, will take us maybe 4 days. Going straight across, 2, if we don't get hit by storms and things. Look, if we get hit by a storm and we're next to coast, we abandon the ship, climb on the coast, and survive that way.
I vote for against the coast.
I also vote for whatever Kalasa votes for.
I see very democratic party.
I think against the coast would be cool, because if we need to stop off for more supplies or see any other like cities where we might be able to pick up some stuff.
Yeah, there are no more settlements from here. Fort Brest is the last one.
Oh.
Moving further north along the coast is the great north forest of Elgin. Is full of weird and wonderful things. Then we get to the mountain ranges. Then you would need to help, but it's not too much of a problem. I haven't seen them in years. There's ice giants in the mountains. Sometimes they throw things at the ship, but usually they don't hit.
Usually. It just needs to once.
That's what my father always used to say.
Yeah, I think we can go along the coast then. I mean, you're not in a rush to go and see the guy that remembers you, right?
I think he
does
forgot.
remember me.
Thanks for giving him traumatic stress, because he did forget about the
It's gonna
remembrance.
take 4 days. I'm trying to ease him into it, so it'll be okay by the time we get there. That's the.
Okay, we go on the cost then. All right. Yes.
Cost.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Good. Fine.
That's it,
Good.
yeah.
Good. Great. Lovely. Good. Oh yes, your luxurious cabin. Come with me. He leads you to the back of the ship where there's an aft castle and there's a door inset into the base of it. He pulls open the door and you're in a very short, stubby corridor. There's a door to the left, a door to the right, and a door directly in front of you. He opens the door to the left. Here is your room of magnificence. It's not as bad as perhaps you might have thought. Stepping in under the low beams, you have to duck. You don't have to duck so much. You not so much. I think you do as well, because it's only 5'5". So you kind of duck in underneath. The room is about 10 foot by 5 foot, so it's just big enough for one person to lie down in.
Actually, I just want to point out that I'm actually like 6'1".
The beam doesn't notice you.
He's taller than you.
The beam like moves.
The fact that I'm constantly hunched over anyway probably has some effect, but just in case the GM wasn't sure how tall the character was.
Thank you.
I
Hey,
stretch.
it's not my job to know how you are.
I
swear.
stretch. And then
I'm
tons of stretching.
I'm like 5'10", so it's just like. Kick in the neck.
The problem is there is only sleeping for one person.
I take
There is a
my
hammock
rope.
that is slung across the room. And then there's a sea chest that's sort of bolted to the side of the wall. And then there's a very small porthole that looks out over onto the bay. Unfortunately, the Lord did not indicate the size of the party. So it'll be in rotation of the sleeping.
Is there space in this room for me to attempt to make a hammock with my really cool new rope?
That would be under the existing hammock or above the existing hammock.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. And what skill check would this be?
Survival.
Which I have something in, so there's that.
Okay, so you're busy making a hammock. What are you three doing?
14.
You start working on your hammock.
Yes.
I find like a little spot to put some of the stuff that I'm carrying down. I don't have to carry with me, like in the corner or whatever. And then I'll go topside and get ready for
Departure.
Like I want to pick up notes on like sailing and all that type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 other doors.
Yes.
What do they do?
The one directly in front
Yeah.
is locked.
Okay.
And the one opposite you open up and you see a woman, possibly. She's dressed in this brown grubby tunic, which you realize once was white, but is now various stains of rust and browns, and there's something that's yellow and fairly fresh that's still dribbling off the one cliff of a bosom that she has. She has this ruddy red face and she kind of looks over at you. It's not ready yet! She slams the door. Behind her was an array of dead animals, some vegetables, and there was this large cauldron that was bubbling. And for a moment, you reckon you saw a little paw trying to get out of the pot, but then the door slammed.
The cook.
That is Brumhilda. I would not disturb her while she is preparing the gourmet dinner for tonight.
Okay.
What do you do, Colossus?
There's a chest in the room.
Yeah?
Is it locked?
Mm-mm.
I open it? Is there anything in it?
No, it's just for
There's
you to
nothing in
store
it,
stuff in now.
Okay, I store. Then I put my stuff in it. Close it. Can it take my weight? Can I sit on it? Okay, I sit on it. And I watch my bard try to make a hammock.
I'm making a rope, hammock. This is the best rope I've ever owned because it's probably the only rope I've ever owned.
The ship breaks its anchor, its key, and sails out into the great expanse of the Telantari Bay. You're on deck, you two are underneath. Did you wander up as well, or are you?
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna find a quiet corner and see if I can figure out some way of safely securing a dagger that has tendencies to be fishy
All right.
about my person.
Okay. The ship seems to be fairly fast. She cuts through the water quite well, and the giant sail with the silly symbol of Sparky written on it catches the wind full, and the waves kind of part before the ship as she sails forward. There's that wonderful smell of the sea, that sea spray, kind of salty aroma that really kind of just assails your senses. And the motion of the boat as it kind of bounces through the waves is fairly rhythmic and certainly therapeutic for them that like. Would you all please make a fortitude saving throw?
No. I'm hoping that like the game doesn't imitate life because I got
Them's it's like though.
Oh, okay. 14.
Okay, you're fine.
7.
It's still polite.
Yeah.
Fortitude,
Yeah.
7.
18.
7 is the number for this game.
roll a
Apparently
1.
is.
Okay.
Did you roll an actual 1?
I did not.
Oh, you
No,
didn't.
I rolled an actual 7.
An actual 7.
She rolled an actual 2.
Wow.
But that got her 7.
That did. Okay, the two of you are feeling slightly queasy, but not in any way kind of throwing up or debilitated, but you're not entirely happy on deck. So, for the rest of the afternoon and into the night, the ship continues on her course. You can see on the right-hand side, on the port side, there is gigantic forest. It is massive, thick pine trees that stretch up hundreds of feet into the air. Every now and again you glimpse, is it an owl or is it an eagle kind of flying through, and amongst the lower the lower trunks, you see every now and again a herd of deer kind of standing at the edge of the bay, looking, watching you, and then they kind of dart off into the distance. But otherwise it's a fairly bleak looking beach that greets the forest. Black shale rock is really the beach. But the ship moves quite swiftly. The sailors do not engage with you at all. They keep very much to themselves. The captain is engrossed in making sure that the ship is moving at maximum speed.
Yeah, I spend time with him asking him like questions on like why he does this, like what parts of the ship was what.
Asking the captain or the sailors?
The captain.
Make a sense motive check.
Okay. Oh, natural 20.
The captain has not got a clue. He quite possibly has no idea at all on how the ship works. You can see that he shouts things like, lower the sails more, and come hard about, when the ship continues to sail absolutely straight. You realize that it is the 4 sailors who are responsible for making sure that the ship sails in the absolute right direction. And the captain, although he stands at the wheel, every now and again he sees a flock of deer or a herd of deer and kind of lets go of the wheel and wanders over to the railing, and just mysteriously one of the 4 happens to just step in as the wheel's free spinning and just stops it and kind of corrects the course. So the captain has no clue on how to actually control this vessel.
Okay.
Your hammock thing is more like a web, and you can lie in it, provided that parts of you hang through it to kind of keep stability.
That's okay. I'm gonna get in there and acrobatic sleep. Like,
All right.
So you're not going to curl up in a ball in the corner with like on the rug?
no, I'm in my kitty hammock jungle gym. I got this rope. I'm gonna use it.
For everything.
Dinner that evening is a sort of broth thing, which you're not totally unsatisfied with it. It does feel like you have taken a handful of seawater and kind of used that to wash down fish. Quite salty. But the captain and the 4 of you eat. They've set up a table on the deck of the ship. The crew kind of stand in the distance and every now and again bring through a bottle of wine or whatever the case might be. But after dinner, the captain says, right, we will make anchor. The ship isn't moving.
Okay.
And then we will spend the night. Now, unfortunately, my crew need their sleep. That means either there is no watch, and we are perfectly safe, there is nothing out here that will attack us, or perhaps one of you should take watch.
I'll take some watch. But I can't take all night. I do need to get some sleep. So if I can split the watch or something, that'd be cool.
Sure. Good.
Because when people say, like, we will never get attacked, it's usually like, well, you know, it's that kind of thinking that gets you attacked.
Should we watch in pairs? Or 1-1-1, Killian 1?
Pairs would be good, but I don't want to speak for everybody.
I'll take a watch with Killian. I don't need that much sleep.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll go sleep and then you'll wake us up to swap off.
The first watch passes relatively uneventfully.
Except for this thing that shows
except
up
for this thing
and tries to eat you.
with the secret dice. Of course it's the dice.
I'm lying like this
Amazing.
in my hammock.
It's
And
okay, cats are liquid.
The two of you are on watch, and the forest is just slightly less terrifying than the water, because the water is pitch black. The forest is pitch black, but every now and again in the torch lamp of the ship, these pairs of eyes just light up, check out the ship, and then disappear into the forest. The snow has stopped. It is still bitterly cold. And you're kind of wrapped up in your purple cloak. You're not so much, so it is nippy.
Yeah, you got that cool clothes.
And suddenly, out towards the center of the bay, you become aware of 3 blue lights. They seem to be moving around just under the water, but way off in the distance, just kind of moving around. Then there's a brilliant flash of red flame and fire, again out there somewhere. And that kind of burns for a while and then slowly burns itself into the water. And then the blue lights kind of vanish.
Oh my god, I wonder what's going on over there.
I don't know. What do you think of this captain and crew?
Oh, he's a crackpot.
Huh.
He has no idea what he's doing.
Really?
No idea what he's doing. It's all the crew. The crew are doing all the work. Like, I don't know how he became the captain or what.
Did you see the crew are all elves?
I thought they were humans. They
Oh.
look human to me.
No, I'm pretty sure they're all elves.
Maybe, but the ears aren't pointy or anything. I mean, they look mangled.
Yeah.
But they're not
Yeah, no,
pointy.
I'm sure they used to be. There's that one, the tall one with the hair. That one still has the points a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I did see him. Did you talk to any of them?
No, not yet.
Me
But if
neither.
the-
I thought I
but if
was
they're-
going to learn some stuff from the captain, but he doesn't know anything.
But if they're all elves, then why do they need to sleep? I mean, they could just meditate for a while.
Half elves? Maybe?
Maybe. I don't know. I mean,
Maybe like in the morning, we should maybe like just try and strike up a conversation with one or two of them.
I'm not so good at striking up conversations.
Oh, I'm pretty okay with it.
Okay.
I talk to people a lot.
Okay. What's going on over the water?
Nothing now.
Nothing now? Is there anybody else on deck?
Mm-mm.
No?
We're just bobbing in the water.
Whole ship's quiet? Or is it for Colossus snoring?
It's either Kalasa or...
It sounds like someone's cutting through the hull downstairs. Did you take that potion for swimming? Yeah.
No. Did you?
No.
Okay. Well, then we don't have that one.
No, we don't have that one. I can breathe that.
No, I got this.
Provided I can give my swim check.
I got this weird dagger thing.
Oh, what does it do?
Which I sort of take out.
It pulls out of its sheath and he holds on to
I'm like,
it for
hey, wait,
a while.
easy with that thing.
And then it suddenly is a perfect blade.
What did you just spend money on? What is that?
I don't know what it does yet, But isn't it cool?
I poke at the flat of the blade area like,
Make a strength check.
oh shit. I like poking at things.
4.
Oh shit. Please don't cut me. Please don't cut me.
You take 5 damage as you get slapped in the face by a wet fish. Literally, that's what happens.
This is Killian's life.
Oh my face! I'm like, why'd you do that?
I didn't do anything.
Don't poke my fish.
I'm Carla. I play Kalasa in our Pathfinder role-playing game, and I just want to remind you to like, comment, and wow, it looks like I'm pointing at my boobs. Like, comment, and subscribe below my boobs under the screen, because I'm strange. Okay, thanks for watching.